Why is India struggling to win Olympic medals? The situation of sports in India is so dire that it's astonishing we win any medals at all. To understand this issue, we must examine India's relationship with sports, both at the individual and national levels. First, let's look at the culture around sports in India. As a nation, we aspire to win medals on the global stage, but there's a stark disconnect between this ambition and our actual interest in sports. For many, sports aren't a passion, but rather an afterthought. The respect for sports and athletes is minimal, and this lack of appreciation starts early in life. In schools, physical training classes are often considered unimportant. How many of us remember our PT teachers being respected like our other teachers? Often, PT periods were taken over by subjects like maths or science to complete the academic syllabus. Students were not encouraged to take sports seriously. For most, PT was just an opportunity to escape the classroom. This indifference stems from a deeper societal attitude. Sports are not seen as a valuable pursuit. Parents rarely push their children towards sports, preferring they focus on academics, which are viewed as the only pathway to success. In a society where a significant portion of the population isn't even physically fit, it's no surprise that sports don't command much attention or respect. Even those who do take an interest in sports often do so for the wrong reasons. The sports quota, which offers opportunities for government jobs, becomes the primary motivation for pursuing athletics. The focus is not on excellence or passion for the sport, but on the benefits it can bring. This mentality undermines the spirit of sportsmanship and reduces athletic achievement to a mere stepping stone for a secure job. On a national level, the picture isn't much better. The Indian government's approach to sports promotion is lackluster. While officials are quick to celebrate Olympic winners with photo ops and public accolades, there is little meaningful support for athletes in their journey. Investment in sports infrastructure is very poor. India does not have enough stadiums or training facilities, and the few that exist are primarily dedicated to cricket. Cricket, in fact, is a significant factor in why other sports struggle to gain traction in India. The nation's obsession with cricket overshadows almost every other sport. Cricket is not just popular, it is idolized to the point where any other sport is seen as secondary. If you're an athlete in India and you're not playing cricket, you're unlikely to be taken seriously. This overwhelming focus on cricket has skewed the sports ecosystem in India. The country boasts nearly 1,000 stadiums, most of which are geared towards cricket. The sport is also more accessible. Anyone can start playing with a modest investment, which makes it an easy choice for many. In contrast, other sports require more expensive equipment and facilities, which are hard to come by. Without government support to subsidize these costs or create the necessary infrastructure, participation in these sports remain low. The government's reluctance to invest in a diverse sports ecosystem reflects a broader disinterest in fostering a culture of sports. They seem more interested in collecting taxes and focusing on other areas than in using that revenue to build a robust sports framework. As a result, aspiring athletes find themselves in an environment that does not support their growth, making it nearly impossible for them to reach their full potential. To understand how deeply our environment influences our habits and success, consider a study conducted by this American army. Soldiers stationed in a foreign country with easy access to drugs quickly became addicted. The government tried various educational programs and interventions to help them overcome their addiction, but nothing worked. However, when these soldiers returned home on leave, they suddenly found themselves living normal, drug-free lives. This drastic change happened because their home environment didn't offer easy access to drugs, so they didn't seek them out. Once back in the same environment where drugs were plentiful, the soldiers relapsed. This study highlights a critical truth: our environment shapes our behavior. This lesson applies directly to India's sports culture. The reason we aren't winning at the Olympics is because we don't have a supportive environment for sports, neither at an individual nor at a national level. Our society doesn't prioritize or respect sports, and our government doesn't invest in creating the necessary infrastructure or incentives for athletes. To change the narrative, we need to start by changing our environment. This means encouraging sports from a young age, building a culture that respects and values athletes, and investing in the infrastructure that allows them to train and excel. It requires a shift in mindset, where sports are seen as a valuable pursuit, not just a means to an end. Only then can we hope to see India rise as a true competitor on the global sports stage, winning medals not just by chance, but as a result of a deeply ingrained culture of excellence in sports.